Hey yo, what's going on guys? It's Mike Reed here. Welcome back to another toy review by yours truly. So today we are doing yet another LEGO review. And in this case, well, it's definitely not something I wouldn't expect. Especially from, well, LEGO Technic, of course. So today we're taking a look at the LEGO Technic Mack LR electric garbage truck. Yep. So, yeah, I think this is the first ever garbage truck from Technic. Or at least, well, they've done garbage trucks before in the Technic line, but they've never done one like just on its own. So this is kind of a first. But anyhow, so let's take a look at this thing. So first and foremost, we got the standard LEGO Technic logo right there. And of course, right there, we also have the Mack logo as well, because this is, of course, officially licensed. Mack LR garbage truck, set for 2167, 503 pieces, so not too big of a set. And of course, right in the center here, you do get a nice render of the garbage truck doing garbage truck things. On the side here, you do get another LEGO Technic logo, and then another side profile of the garbage truck. And then on the back, you do get a sort of a rear end look at the garbage truck, which does stuff and things and stuff. And on the other side, we do have yet another LEGO Technic logo, and yet again another side profile of the garbage truck. And on the top, we do get, again, another Technic logo, and actual size of the wheels. So that is all well and good. So, getting the box out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the garbage truck itself. And, well, right away, it is quite small, given, you know, that's a garbage truck and whatnot, but, I mean, it does look really nice. I mean, the colors are, well, I would say pretty nice, with the gray and the white and the and the green there. And so that is pretty nice. Of course, you do get a little bit of orange for the little lights on the back, and we do get a couple stickers for the added detailing, so that is always great. So let's go ahead and take a look at the play features for this particular vehicle, or just features in general. Starting up front here, if I can actually get a good zoom in on that, you do have the opening doors on each side. So, you pull this door open here, and then you can open up this one here, and you do get somewhat of a semblance of an interior. Nice green seats, but sadly no real internal detailing, unfortunately. So that's a bit of a bummer. At the top, you do have this little gear, which of course, if you turn that, it is going to activate the steering. There's not too much in the way of, yeah, not too much, yeah, crazy action going on there, but hey, it's nice that's included there. And then on this side, we do get a couple knobs here. You got this gear up here, which of course activates the main play feature. We'll take a look at that in a second. But then down here you have this orange lever, which also has a bit of a play feature as well, which again we'll take a look at here in a second. And then of course on this side you do get this sort of recycle logo, as you saw with the other side. And you do get this nice little mechanism right here. And then you have the little light indicators there. So now to quickly show off the main play feature for this set, which thankfully the set does include this nice little trash can for the play feature. So taking a quick look at this little trash bin, it's not too bad looking. Of course it has the little recycle logos on each side. And you do get a little bit of rubbish in there. Not a crazy amount, but just a little bit. So, as I said, now let's take a look at the main feature for the garbage truck, which of course involves this little mechanism right here. So if we turn a knob on the back, you can grab the little trash can here, lift it up, and dump the trash inside. How cool is that? It's very simple, yes, but it's a fun little mechanism, for sure. And of course, it does have a little bit of rubber pieces on the claws there, so that way the can doesn't move around too much when you're picking it up. But still, that is just as simple as it is. It's a fun little feature, for sure. And then, of course, with the orange knob on the back as well, you can go ahead and, well, dump out the garbage as well, which is nice. And actually, with the hopper open, or the sort of, not hopper, but with the dumper open here, you can actually kind of see more of the gimmick here. So you can kind of see more of how that works. So just a simple rubber band and some simple gear mechanism, nothing crazy. And then on the inside, if we take a look at that, move these out of the way, you can see there's a surprising amount of room inside this garbage truck. So, and also on the back you can see a little Mack logo down there as well. So that is pretty nice. So now let's go ahead and get to one of my favorite segments in these reviews, and that is, of course, giving you guys some facts and details on the garbage truck itself. So let's go ahead and grab the turntable back here. Zoom this back out. And make sure I got this thing somewhat centered on the turntable, because don't want it falling off again, do we? Let's go ahead and get into some lore, I guess you could say, behind this particular garbage truck. So the Mack LR Lowride is a series of heavy-duty Class 8 trucks built by Mack. They are forward-control cabin-over-engine type, where the driver sits in front of the axle. The flat front has two large windshields. The cab is low profile and has a dual driving controls with a stand-up driving position on the right side. It is used in refuse services with front, side, and rear loading refuse compactor bodies. Introduced in 2015 and is still in production as of 2020. So now I'll go into some specific technical details behind the garbage truck. The average weight for this particular vehicle is 66,000 pounds, so pretty heavy. Then for the axles, you have a Mack FXL 20,000 pound front axle. Service and training supported through Mack dealership network. Payload up to 25,500 pounds. As for comfort options, you have an extended cab for more room, a tilt and telescopic steering column, new seat positions, suspended pedals, adjustable knee bolsters and armrests, and integrated air conditioning. Operating range is up to 100 on-the-job miles. And because, again, this is an electric garbage truck, it's the recharge time and rate is about 120 minutes at 150 kilowatts. Now for the key components, the power source for this truck is two AC motors with 400 kilowatt peak, 536 horsepower, and 334 kilowatts, 448 horsepower continuous power. And then for the batteries, we have four NMC lithium-ion batteries, lithium nickel manganese cobalt oxide, 600 volt fast charging capability. Then for the charging system, we have up to 150 kilowatts charge power and a max current of 200 amps, 550 to 750 volts, compliant with the SAE J1772, whatever that's supposed to mean. For the transmission, we have a 2-speed Mack power shift, 4,051 pound per foot peak output torque. Then for the auxiliary power, we have 12 circuits, 12 to 24 and 600 volt, 260 amps, powering PTO, steering assistant, pneumatic, and climate systems. And then for the brakes, we have a 2-stage regenerative brake system. So, again, just to talk a little more about the design of this truck, the LR is a forward control cab over engine type. The cab is mounted very low and forward, allowing a step up from the ground to the cab floor at only 17 inches, 43 centimeters. It has a stand-up right side curved driving position. Total loading weight can be up to 72,000 pounds, 333,000 kilos. The advanced electronics are used for engine, chassis, and body control, as well as maintenance. The trucks have ABS. The service brakes can be electrically applied, allowing the driver to exit, leaving them on. The system can also shift the transmission into neutral when it is applied. There are locations for a joystick and other controls. Rear-view cameras are often fitted. Mack builds their own major components, engines, axles, and suspensions, and promotes an integrated design, but all LRs use vendor transmission. Most other vendor components are also available, but engine choice is very limited. So, the LR Electric has two AC motors with 536 horsepower peak and 448 horsepower continuous power. This is combined with a 2-speed Mack power shift transmission. Power is supplied by an NMC lithium-ion battery pack. It can be charged in about 2 hours at 150 kilowatts. And last but not least, with this being a side-loading garbage truck, the side loaders drive next to bins placed on the curb. They either have a hopper on the side or pick up a bin and dump it into a hopper on the top of the body. A large horizontal packing ram that is anywhere from 6 to 36 inches tall is hydraulically forced through a small space in between the hopper and truck body. Waste is then compressed until the hydraulic packing ram can no longer move. So yeah, not a lot of crazy information on this truck, unfortunately. But hey, still very interesting nonetheless. So now let's go ahead and do some quick comparisons with this truck, and we'll do it from a side profile here. So first up, let's do the little dump truck I reviewed some time ago. So you guys can see just how small it is next to the dump truck there. So very tiny compared to the dump truck, even though the dump truck is still, garbage truck is still fairly small, nonetheless. Then next up for comparison, let's bring in the little bulldozer. So you guys can see how small that is in comparison. And last but certainly not least, just for fun, you bring in this giant dune buggy next to the garbage truck so you guys can see how big the garbage truck is next to the dune buggy there. But with that said, guys, that's going to pretty much wrap it up for this review on the Mack LR electronic garbage truck. So, yeah, not really much to talk about with this thing. But then again, considering how small this set is, let alone how simple it is, it shouldn't really come as a surprise that, well, it's not really much to say about it, is there? But that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, then please make sure to drop a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and ring that notification bell so that way you guys get notified for all my uploads. Later, Read Squad, and have a good one.